Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is Technical Tuesday and today is also our final collection swatching video. And today is our special effect whites and our special effect blacks and our grayscale. And we are going to go ahead and start with the non-Maniology polishes and we will get back to them. So I have a holographic black from Born Pretty, which is actually one of their better holographic polishes, at least from this collection back when I got it. The formula could have changed by now. But this is a nice holographic black. And it shows up well over white and black. And next is their holographic silver, which shows really well over black and reasonably well over white. It is a touch sheer. It's quite pretty. So the next two, I'm actually going to have to swatch them because I need to get my stamping plate out. I never swatched them. They're actually not their typical black and white from Maniology because this is from before they turned into Maniology. It's their Bundle Monster days, and they had BAM white and straight up black back then as well. But this is a slightly different white and a slightly different black. This is Angelic White, which is a slightly sheer white. And this is Nor Black, which is a slightly glossier black. So I am going to go ahead and swatch both of those. For you guys. Just one moment here. I gotta grab my stuff. I'm gonna grab a scraper card, a stamper, and set that up. Get my acetone. So we're going to start with the Nor Black. And I might as well write this one down too, which is Angelic White. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go in stamper. this one's going to need some polish thinner. I don't know if you guys can actually see that or not. But it does have a glossier finish. Into this because it's so thick. It's thicker than it should be. These older ones tend to get that way. I don't think the angelic white's going to be like that though, because I barely touched that one. Alright. Maybe I can actually, there we go. I can actually paint with it to do the full cover part of the tip. So that is Nora Black, and I don't believe this is available anymore. I don't remember ever seeing it on their site since they rebranded. So I do believe this is a discontinued one. This is a much glossier finish as far as black stamping polishes, and I honestly don't understand why they didn't keep this one since it is glossier than straight up black, and it has its own uses because of that. I don't know. It made no sense to me. I don't know. And same with this one, because this is almost a milky white, almost. This is angelic white, and this has a different finish from Bam White. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and swatch Angelic White. And if you look, it is a much softer, milkier white. It's not nearly as bright as Bam White. This is one I would love to see them bring back, because not everybody wants super bright white all the time. Sometimes we just want a soft white. And even over this brighter white, let's see if I can catch it on camera here. Show you. In person you can see it. You can actually see the angelic white over the regular white in person. Let's see if I can get the camera to pick it up. A little bit. You can definitely see it a little bit. So, let's send this back out. Okay, let's put this. Okay, almost done cleaning this up. Okay, so go ahead and paint full tip in this lovely soft white. Okay, so next is a gray. This is Spikes, and it is a gray with a silver shimmer. And this was in a Valentine's Day themed MXM box. It came with pumps as the other color of polish. And it shows very well over black and white. You see that lovely shimmer. Okay, so the next on this list is Black Magic, and this is a very nice opaque holographic black polish. And look at that rainbow shine, and does well over black and white. And all that beautiful rainbow holographic goodness. Be nice to see them make more holographic polishes too, as well as thermal for stamping polishes. I would love to see more of both. Okay, so this next one is a slightly muted black with holographic glitters, and it's called Raven. And it shows up well over both white and black. Alright, next in line is Ghoul Pal. And this one is a black with a gold shimmer. And it shows up well over white and okay over black. Given that it is so dark, that's hardly any surprise. Hardly any surprise there, guys. It's a black on black kind of thing. It's the gold shimmers that help offset it. Okay, so the next on the list is a gray, and this is Literary Classic. This is a relatively new one. It came in the Cats, Books, and Coffee MXM box not that long ago, and it is a nice, lovely gray. It is definitely a mid-gray. It's not super light, not super dark, and it shows up very well over both black and white. All right, this next one is a gray that leans towards blue, and it is called Winter's Kiss. And it shows up great over both white and black. Okay, so next in line is another gray that tends to lean a little bit towards blue. This is Delirium. It leans towards blue and purple. And it also shows up rather well over black and white. Okay, so this is my favorite silver because this metallic is so bright. This silver is so bright and so pretty and shows up so well. This is So Metal, and yes, I love its name because it is so appropriate. I have 2 of their silvers from when they were still Bundle Monster, and they do not show nearly as beautifully as this does. For like bright silver that's in your face, shows up over pretty much any color without a problem. That's how pigmented this one is. The others are pretty and they have their own niche uses. However, I don't feel that they cover the silver that I was looking for when I bought them as well as So Metal does. Because this has a chrome-like feel, whereas the others feel like a basic silver and not the chromey type silver. This, when stamped, feels more like a chrome-like silver. Okay, so this next one is a metallic black, and it is called Batty. And this one is very similar to a previously released, back when they were Bundle Monster gray, that was called Chromo. This is darker than that, but not significantly so. All right, our next in the lineup is Smoke Show, and it's a nice deep gray with a hint of purple in it. In fact, as I'm trying to mix it, you see a little bit of the purple base in the at the top because it needs to be mixed. So this is a beautiful darker gray. And it shows great over white and black. All right, this next one's one of my favorite grays. This is Cloudburst. It came with their Storm Chasers box, and it is a nice deep gray with a pink and purple shimmer. See if I can get it to show. And I just marked myself. Let's zoom in a little bit and see if I can get that. There. Oh, focus, focus. There we go. So look at that shimmer, guys. It's a beautiful shimmer. And it shows very well over both colors. It shows very well over black and white. Alright, so this next one is like the opposite of Ghoul Pal. It is a black with a silver shimmer. And this is Mirror Mirror. And don't mind my bottle. I have a miniature bottle of this that is, actually it says Maniology, but this one's from their Bundle Monster Days. This was part of the Grimm's Nightfall collection. And it is this beautiful black base with silver shimmers in it. And it shows well over both black and white. Okay. So next in line is Front Page. And this is a nice light gray that has a bit of a like beige color hue to it. It is a warmer gray and not a cooler toned gray. So this is a warm toned light gray. Shows well over black and white, though not as well over black as it does over white. Okay, so this next one is Folklore. This is a nice, deep, cool-toned gray that came with Whimsy in the Mythical Creatures MXM box. And it shows quite well over white and black. And next is Greyjoy. So Greyjoy is a warmer toned gray, and it shows well over white and black, though a little bit better over white than it does black. The black does change it ever so slightly. Excuse me. You don't know? Okay, Kyle. Oh, my silly child. I just got, wow, I don't know. And he almost never speaks, so this is kind of amusing to hear him chatting to himself out there. Okay, so this is Greyjoy, and it does well over both black and white, though better over white than it does black. What, baby? You playing Hotel Transylvania again?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. You having fun?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this is Storm Cloud, and this is a nice dark gray, and it's definitely a more cooler toned one, not as warm toned. It does well over black and white, just like all the others have, with pretty much no change. Okay, so here is one I had mentioned earlier. This is Chroma, which is lighter than Batty, but it is definitely very similar. It's a dark silvery gray, and it is back from when they were Bundle Monster instead of Maniology. And I do know for a fact that this is discontinued, and give me a moment. I will paint this on and then I will show you in comparison to Batty. They are very similar. But this is one I wish they would bring back because I do love this color. Okay, where did I place Batty on this? There it is. No, that's Ghoul Pal. That is Ghoul Pal. That's the wrong one. That's Ghoul Pal. So wait, that's too dark. There's Batty. So Batty is darker. That's part of why I want them to bring Chroma back, because Batty looks a lot like Chroma, just even darker. Batty is a true metallic black, whereas Chroma is a metallic gray. It's almost like Storm Cloud, but metallic. But they don't have Chroma anymore. Okay, so this next one is also back from their Bundle Monster Days. And ooh, dang, I have like nothing left of this one. Oh. This is more proof of how much I use. Ooh, it's too thick to work with too. So this line you see here, yeah, that's how much is literally left. The rest is just stuck to the bottle. It's kind of painful to see. I didn't realize I was that low. Because this is also discontinued. This is iced silver. This is the original silver they came out with. And, oh, this is kind of painful to see that it's almost gone. Let's see if that will loosen up, because that is very thick. And salvage this. I did use this one exceptionally back in the day. I used this so much. I used this a ridiculous amount back in the day, and so the fact that that's much better. The fact that it is almost gone is not exactly surprising, but it still hurts because it is discontinued, and it is one that I like. But if you look at it compared to So Metal is definitely the brighter silver, but I like the finish on both. They both have their own uses, and it kind of hurts to not have the option of one or the other once this is used up, because they don't sell it anymore. But look at the difference in the finish, especially when it's stamped. So Metal is much, much brighter and more metallic, all on its own. I feel like what happened is they created So Metal to be what they originally wanted iced silver to be, but I like both. I do. I feel like that's what happened though. Okay, so this next one is a blue tinted, leans kind of towards the blue realm of light gray, and this is Asteroid. Okay, so this gray also shows very well over both black and white. It doesn't really change at all between the two. So this is a very good one as well. Now we're gonna start getting into the more special effect whites / like creams. So this is Renaissance, which is kind of like a off-white, like an ivory with a gold shimmer, and also kind of borderlines into the grays. But I feel like ivory's probably a closer description. And it has a beautiful gold shimmer. That shows big time over black. It pretty much all it shows is the gold shimmer over black. It looks like a gold almost. And over white, it really stands out that more ivory color. Okay, so next in line is a very pale gray, kind of ivory gray. It looks like Renaissance without the shimmer. And it is called Luna. And this is definitely a staple in my collection as well. In fact, I probably should pick up another bottle of it, just to be sure that I don't run out, especially if they decide to discontinue. I really hope they don't, because I've got like half the bottle gone since I bought it, and it's not very old. Certain colors just tend to be like go-to staples, and Luna is one of them. It shows very well over white and black, and it definitely shows its gray and less of its cream base over black, which is why I love it so much. it is great for Halloween manis and other really dark colored manis. And I love it for like doing layered images. In fact, well, there goes that ring. It was used in this mani, and I used it in the mani that was based off of this one as well, that I did a video on back around Halloween. So yeah, no, it is a very versatile color. I love it. It is very, very big staple in my collection. That is a go-to. Okay, here is another very big staple in my collection. This is Frozen, and I use this in so many different things. And it is a metallic white. And it's one that I could use in so many different ways. You can use it for elegant manis. It is great for like wedding themes and formal occasions. It's also great for galaxy manis to do the stars. It is great for winter manis using it with snow. It is just so freaking versatile because it is just that satiny, shimmery white. It reminds me of a wedding dress. It reminds me of a white satin wedding dress. It is absolutely stunning and very versatile. So this is definitely a big staple, and I'm actually glad I have 2 bottles of this. It is a big staple in my collection. Okay, so this is one I did a whole video on, which is the Moonbeams collection. This is Expedition Pearl, and wow. You know, it's stunning. It's a stunning color, and it is a special effect polish. It is very sheer, and oh my goodness, these absolutely beautiful glitters in it are so stunning, and they look good over white, they look good over black, and if you play around with it with other colors, like in my swatch video on multiple different colors with the Moonbeams collection, it has all sorts of cool effects. So if you want to see what kind of things that it can do and you haven't seen my Moonbeams collection video, feel free to go check that out. It's pretty cool what some of these do. Okay, so this one is Curious Matter, and it is also part of the Moonbeams collection, and it's my favorite one. It shifts between blue and purple depending on the angle and the lighting. And it's absolutely stunning over black and white and many other colors. And for that reason, my bottle's almost gone. And I need to buy another. I have at least half of this bottle gone. So it is my favorite by far. I absolutely love it. It's stunning. And you can't go wrong with this. You can't go wrong with those at all. So the last one in the Moonbeams collection is next, and that is Planet Silk. And this one is a more pinky one, same as the other two. Like, I've showcased this in its own video because they are stunning. They are. And I believe it was actually requested for me to do a video on the Moonbeams collection. I believe that was actually asked, and I did one on it because it is a very stunning, versatile collection. It has a whole lot of uses. And which means I probably should do a video on the next ones I'm about to show you, because these are also special effect polishes, and because of that they react differently. So this is Seaweed, and this is a newer collection. It was released just about a year ago. So it is a newer collection, but this looks pink in the bottle, but it does not come out of the bottle pink. It is very sheer and stamped over white. It has a slight pink hue and green shimmer, and over black it turns green. So this is a big time special effect polish, and the other two in this collection were as well. So the next one in this collection is Fish Scale, and in the bottle it looks green. It looks pink. It has a lot of pink shimmer to it. Pretty much looks pink with a hint of green, painted by itself, and stamped over the white. It's green and pink, but like very subtle. You can barely see it at all. And over black, it just looks pink. Ooh, balance here, guys, balance. Focus, camera. You can barely see it over white, and over black, it looks pink. And then last is Sandbar. And now this looks kind of peachy orange pink kind of deal, and its shimmer definitely resembles that. It's got a lot of orange and gold and pink, and it has that same kind of vibe over white and black. It almost looks copper over black. And you can barely see it over white. So that is the conclusion to all of my stamping polishes, guys. That is all of them. We have officially gone through my entire collection. That took a lot of videos, guys. Several of you have asked me to see my collection. This is my collection of stamping polishes. This is a very large collection of stamping polishes, and it just keeps growing. Do I have a problem? Probably, because I'm running out of space. But it is nice to have that selection. Every time I think, well, maybe I shouldn't have so many, and I haven't touched this color in a long time, something crops up and that color is perfect for it. It's just funny how that works. Having a large variety definitely has its pros and cons, and I love all of them. They are all beautiful in their own unique ways. Some of them perform way better than others, but that's to be expected. These are all very nice colors though, and I love them all, and I'm very thankful to have them. Heaven forbid something ever heaven forbid we ever had a house fire or anything like that. I had the unfortunates of seeing somebody in the Maniology group. My heart goes out to them. They lost a very large collection to a house fire of all of their stamping stuff, all of their nail polishes, all of their plates, everything completely destroyed. And it was a large collection, and I felt so bad for them. And that's kind of like my worst nightmare, because not only do I have so much product, a lot of which is not even replaceable, but I have some very close, dear to my heart pictures and items that are irreplaceable and mean a lot to me. And I could not imagine having to go through something like that. So I do feel bad for that person. I really do. My heart goes out for them. That's a painful thing to have to go through. Years of collecting and just gone. And, you know, with stuff like this, a lot of times stuff gets discontinued over a certain period of time, and you just can't get them anymore. So, like for instance, you know, my iced silver, as I just discovered, I'm almost out of it, and I cannot get that anymore unless I get it secondhand. That is not available from Maniology anymore. And Chroma, when it finally is used up, same thing, that's no longer available. And, you know, that's an unfortunate situation, but it is part of life, and there's always going to be something we don't like about it. There's always going to be something. So we just have to learn, you know, I learned to accept a long time ago. That's how it is. I just use them a little bit more sparingly now that they're not available anymore, to extend my time with it for as long as I can. So that is all of it though, guys, and I hope you all enjoyed this series of videos, because that's what it is. It is a series because that's what it had to be, with as many as there are. And I hope you all found this entertaining, you know, that it was, or helpful, or any of those things. And if you guys like this video, please feel free to give a like and a comment. And sorry, my house phone decided to go off. I hope that, you know, if you guys want to help this channel, that you give a like and a comment to help get these videos out into the algorithm. If this is not your first video that you've watched of mine and you like them, then feel free to subscribe. I release videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And of course, another way you can help my channel is whenever you decide to make an order with Maniology, to use my ambassador code, I get a small kickback, and you guys get a 10% discount on anything that is not the MXM plates themselves or the MXM subscription itself. The MXM stuff has its own discount code for those who are actually subscribed. My code only works on polishes, accessories, and regular plates. Their stamping polishes, their regular polishes, their pigment powders. They have so much nail art stuff. They've got nail stickers. They have stamping plate holders. I'm hoping they're going to bring it back. I've had a lot of people mention my scraper card holder. I'm kind of hoping that they will bring it back. But that's where that's from. So, like, they have a lot of different stuff that helps make your life easier. And they even have swatch sticks of various types, including 3 tiers swatch sticks like what I use, though I get mine from Amazon because it's just a little bit cheaper there. And as many as I use, I kind of need to, you know, save a little money there, because otherwise it's going to get really expensive really quick. It adds up quickly when you have as many as I do. So, I think that covers everything. For those of you who have already been liking and commenting and subscribing to my channel and using my code, you all have been such a big help. Thank you all. And I am very grateful for you guys. I cannot begin to explain how grateful I am. So that is a big help. And of course, I take, you know, requests on manis or swatches, product trying, things like that. Now, I'm more limited on trying new products, but I do work them in when I can fit them in the budget. So, you know, I do take requests. The easiest way is to comment, but if you want to be more private about that, you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is listed below along with my ambassador code. You know, you can message me there. If you're in the Facebook Maniology group or any of the other Facebook groups that I'm in for nail art, you should be able to find me relatively easy that way. I do still need to look at my Facebook for settings. I try to keep my personal Facebook. I may end up just making a Facebook that is to be associated, a separate page from my personal one, associate with my YouTube channel for you guys to be able to message me that way for requests. So that is something I'm going to look into. I'm still kind of humming and hawing that, because I do post for my family, my children, and things like that. And for their safety, I am more reserved with my Facebook than I am, you know, about who can see it, than I am with my YouTube. Everybody can see my YouTube. Everybody can see my Instagram, but my Facebook is a little bit more reserved because that does have pictures of my young children. So I am very protective of my boys, and you know, I like to keep them safe. So I hope you guys can understand that. So the easiest ways to get a hold of me is through you know, those groups, or through Instagram or commenting directly on my videos. And my email is also listed on my YouTube channel, so that is also an option, though I can't guarantee that it won't end up getting sent to like my spam folder or something like that and get missed. So that's probably the least reliable way to get a hold of me, is through email. And on that note, we will wrap this up, and I hope you all are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever it may be, wherever you are at while you are watching this video. And thank you all for sticking with me this far, and I hope that the rest of your day goes well. And until next time, guys, bye.